Happy solar eclipse. Yes, we have a solar eclipse, new moon in Libra on Saturday, and this energy has significant impact on our lives. The energy that surrounds us is as potent as the sun's embrace, offering opportunities for personal growth, growth in our relationships, transformation on our path forward. This energy started back in April of this year, and it'll continue for the next several years. It's all about the big picture. It's all about the main event. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies. How to embrace this energy, utilize the energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here, and thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your your weekend focus for October the 14th and the 15th, 2023. Okay, this weekend the stars are aligning just for you. So let's start with the numerology. Saturday we have the energy of the 14. The 14 is having more by having less. What do we truly need, and what do we just carry around with us? Okay, where it actually works against us rather than for us. 1 plus 4 is a 5. 5 is about, well, it's a busy energy, so expect busyness under this energy. But also, the 5 energy is about creating love and giggles and laughters and romance in your life, to allow your creativity to flow, to stand in your own independence in some way doing that. If we look at the daily numerology for Saturday, it would be a 1 plus 5 plus 7. That gives us that 13 energy. And as I've said many times before, 13 has got a really bad rap because it seems to be marked as the unlucky number. Now, 13 happens to be a very lucky number. The problem with 13 is what happens to us under the energy of a 13, we will see as anything but luck. But what it does is it opens up a path for us that we never would have seen otherwise. And it moves us towards greatness. Now, 1 plus 3 is a 4 energy that's getting our ducks in a row, that's making sure that we have a firm foundation. Sunday, we have the 15 energy. So letting go of habits and behaviors that no longer serve you. Absolutely. It could be people, it could be situations, it could be environments, but we want to let go what no longer serves us, what keeps us chained, what keeps us back, that glass ceiling, and breaking through it. 1 plus 5 is a 6. That's our habits, that's our behaviors, and that's our well-being. So we need to take care of ourselves through our habits, through our behaviors. If we do the daily numerology for Sunday, it would be a 1 plus 6 plus 7, and that is once again 14 energy, right? So the 14 energy, having more by having less. So that is very strong and very potent in this weekend because we have it twice, right? Which, of course, 1 plus 4 is a 5. So we have the 5 too, which is about creating happiness and joy. Now we have the sun in Libra and our moon is in Libra, meeting each other in the sky to bring a solar eclipse in at 21 degrees. Now 21 is the final card, right? If there was ever a statement to be made about what the solar eclipse is, the solar eclipse is the end of the old and the beginning of a brand new path. So 21 comes in and says, tie up those loose ends. There's work to do going forward, and we don't want to be hindered. We don't want to be slowed down by what are of the things that we're supposed to let go of. Okay, 2 plus 1 is a 3. That is transformation. That is communication. Planting the seeds. Okay, and this is a time when we will be planting some very significant seeds in our life. When we have a solar eclipse, it's like a cosmic lightning bolt coming in and electrifying the energy. And in this case, it's a new moon in Libra that it's electrifying. So Libra is represented by the scales. So it's time to reestablish balance that might have been lost in our life in one way or another. Ask yourself, is my life, my relationships, my personal well-being in balance? So once again, we're going back to also the 4 energy, right? Creating that balance, creating that foundation. Having balance, it allows us to navigate life's challenges smoothly, going with the flow. We come to a place where clarity, common sense, and cooperation can emerge quite easily when we have a balance in our worlds, within us. And Libra doesn't just appreciate balance. It actively seeks out imbalance, okay? It aims to fix it. So this energy will prompt us to be diplomatic, creative, and it's very partnership oriented. In fact, it's an excellent time to initiate new relationships in your life. But it also asks us to grow our relationships stronger and deeper. We strive to bring in harmony and beauty, and many times we compromise our needs, our wants, our desires, our values in order to obtain this harmony, in order to bring in this beauty. And so we have to be mindful to stand in our truth and not give a part of ourselves away. So meditate on how you can express your true self. Expressing yourself with authenticity, okay, in your life and in your relationships. So ask yourself about your relationships. How do they affect you, your self-esteem? Do they support you? And what about your relationship with yourself? Because that's just as important under this moon. Okay? Think about what steps you can take to love and embrace yourself fully. It's a time to explore your most daring dreams, your ambitions. That best life ever that you see in your mind. Are there dreams you've set aside? If so, this is a time to ask why. What's holding you back? And pushing through, using that 21 energy to leave what is holding us back in the rearview mirror. We have the energy supporting us to step towards change, to take a risk on ourselves. So explore your long-term goals. Explore the big picture. Okay, what do you envision for your future? It's a very potent question to ask around this time. Who's with you? What are the relationships like? What is your world like? Does it have harmony? Does it have beauty? Is there a balance? Okay, now when I looked at the actual astrology of the solar eclipse, I noticed that Chiron and the North Node actually were sitting in opposition to it. And when I do my readings, I'm doing quite a bit of readings right now, part of the process to doing a personal reading for you is by meditating. Okay, I'm essentially connecting with my guides, my spirit guides, to talk to your spirit guides and angels and bring back information, okay? But over the last 4 or 5 days now of doing readings, Chiron comes into the meditation each and every time for each and every person in its own way. So Chiron, if you're not aware, is the wounded healer. Okay, marks a place in our natal chart of wounds, scars that we have to deal with in this life, that we have to heal from in this life. It could have come from a past life. It could be the things that have got us to here and now, what we've walked through. So, think about how you feel wounded in some way. Perhaps you always felt like any moment you could lose something in your life. You don't know what it is, but you're constantly in the fear that something is going to be taken away from you. Or maybe you're overly shy. Maybe you lived through an intense trauma in your life and you're having a hard time healing from it. Okay, well, Chiron can allow you the knowledge to how to heal, and not only how to heal, but to help others heal as well. Okay, so I have a Chiron astrology reading available on my website, and I'll leave the info in the box below, okay? Now, Chiron is opposing this beautiful solar eclipse with the help of the North Node, and I talked in great length about the North Node and what it means for us the next year going forward. So, Chiron is also opposing Mercury. So we could face some kind of painful communication, okay? We may have to deliver some kind of very difficult or hard truth during this period. And it might be a time of making tough decisions, and that would require a lot of introspection. Despite the mental stress that this can actually bring into us, okay? It's all about healing and a deeper understanding of ourselves and those around us. And Chiron's not done there because Chiron is also semi-square to Saturn. This could bring obstacles. This could bring challenges. Definitely it will require your patience. And you might find that you might have to wait for the right time to move forward, to ensure that you're on the right path. Chiron is empowered during this solar eclipse and holds the knowledge on how to go forward if you know your own personal relationship you have with Chiron. Uranus is talking to the sun and moon, of course, and that brings in changes in how we express ourselves. And we may have to let go of areas of life that we, that once offered that sense of freedom. I mean, what is it that's coming up lately? Oh, is it the Eight of Cups? I think it's the Eight of Cups keeps coming up, telling us that we have to walk away from some of the things that we love, some of the things that gives us that grounded feeling, some of those areas that gave us a sense of freedom or happiness, that in order to go forward. Okay, and our responsibilities will probably start to align a little bit more with a group dynamic. Okay, there's one more transit. Mars is trining Saturn, so we have some beautiful energy here. Okay, so if you have a goal, a destination in mind, okay, you will feel like you have the stamina and the power to make it happen. Of course, Saturn is there, and Saturn's going to be throwing some unexpected challenges our way, challenges that we can easily maneuver through. But we can't look away from the challenges. It's crucial to adapt and embrace any kind of change rather than ignoring it. Okay, Saturn's there to make sure we are successful. And if we try and skip and jump over some essential parts of our journey, Saturn will make sure we don't miss the learning experiences. So just be aware of that. But we have that Mars is feeling strong and capable of going forward. Of course, with Saturn there, Saturn is going, okay, but you forgot to do this and you forgot to do that. And were you thinking about this? And if you bypass those things, Saturn comes in and makes sure that you don't miss the learning experiences, which is powerfully important because you don't want to get down the road to a bigger issue, not having to learn the basics of how to deal with that. Okay, the solar eclipse is in Libra, and it brings in an exciting time for self-reflection, for transformation, for embracing change, and it encourages us to acknowledge our imperfections, to pursue our dreams, and approach life with discipline. No, I think diplomacy, absolutely, and love. Let's remember that we are unstoppable, and this is unstoppable kind of power to make the most of the opportunities and the gifts that are going to be given to us during this time. Okay, let's go to the cards. Okay, our underlying energy for the lunar solar eclipse. Sorry, I knew I was saying it wrong. The solar eclipse, lunar energy, solar eclipse. This energy is going to be one that is with us for the next couple of years. I think I stated at the very beginning, this started the first of this series of eclipses based on the North and South Node. Okay, it was back in April. We had the Aries. I believe that was a solar eclipse as well. And as we go a couple of weeks down the road, we'll have the lunar eclipse. And I think that is the final eclipse of the last changing of the nodes, movement of the nodes, where the nodes sat in the sky. Okay, well, they don't really sit in the sky because they're just pinpoints. They're not really there. Okay, it's all has to do with what people beyond my pay grade can do. Okay, the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the underlying energy for the next couple of years of our life. And this is about building our relationships stronger. This is the marriage card, the proposal card, the partnership card, if you may. And being in Libra, it is all about our relationships, new relationships, moving on from relationships. correlating, almost a dance in certain relationships. I say like a waltz or maybe even a tango. Here we stand. We've got 4 wands in the ground. Put up a little garland. It's a far cry from the castle that we see in our mind, our best life ever. But we've made a start. We've begun. And so we need to celebrate all of those little steps, over the next 2 years in our relationships, of growing them deeper, of growing them stronger, of uniting, of growing a future together, growing successes together. Our first card is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is contemplation, introspection, prayer, meditation. It's about understanding how we want to transform our environment, our world, our reality. And right now, around us, it's quite barren. We can bring anything in that we want. So what is it? What is it that you desire, that you want? Maybe you put it on a shelf a long time ago. Maybe you tried it once and it wasn't too successful, but you still believe that there's something to that if you just took the time to think about it. Dust off that old thought memory box from your head and open it up and see what lays inside. You might be amazed. It might be a new idea. It might be somebody approaching you and saying, hey. They could be saying, marry me. That's definitely under this kind of energy. But it could be, do you want to form a partnership? Do you want to grow and build, and I'll use my talents and you use your talents and we'll build a success? So it could be a business partnership. It could be some kind of community venture within the community itself. It could be about growing your family into a harmonious, comfortable, safe place. Your home, your family, having the people around you that you love most. It could be about growing your spirituality. It could be about taking your job to the next level, your career to the next level, going after that promotion, climbing that ladder, knowing you've got what it takes. And we have the Strength card. Well, first of all, the Strength card is innate energy, and innate energy is abundance in your pocket, okay? But here in the tarot, it talks about your strength. It talks about embracing your strength, embracing your courage, walking with a sense of integrity, being, completely trustworthy, and being able to give unconditional love and receive unconditional love. People know you as your word is your honor, that if you say it's so, it's so. People can trust you. They can lean on you. And you can lean on them. This is also about where you can take a risk in your life. You've thought things through. It's about embracing that courage, embracing that strength, and taking a step forward in the way you want. Okay? Solar eclipses, for some of us, it's the complete reinvention of who we are. It could be day one tomorrow of the rest of our lives. And for each of us, in some smaller way, we definitely have that. And so look at your life and where you want to grow it, where you want to maybe nurture the relationships in that area of your life. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. The energy turns. This card being smack dab in the middle is... it's a kiss from heaven is the words I heard, so I'll go with that because I can't get any closer. This talks about us going forward, leaving a season and moving into a new season, closing chapters and starting new chapters. Okay? It's about leaving things in the past and experiencing the unknown and the new beginnings and the new starts. This is always a beautiful energy, saying that the energy around us is lightening, like lighter. I got confused and I'm the one saying it. So understand what season you're in so that you are more aware of the season that you are going into. And collectively, it's every solar eclipse is like a springtime kind of energy, because it is about planting the seeds. It is about the goals and the aspirations we have going forward and how we want those things to play out. And we start by planting that seed, a very specific seed. We want a pepper to grow. We're not going to plant a tomato seed. So what is it exactly that you want to go after? A lot of introspection will keep that path straight for you. We have the Lovers, growing those relationships deeper, stronger. I can't find I don't think there's a more suiting card really for the energy of Libra than the Lovers. It's about bringing in that beauty. It's about bringing in that harmony. It's about bringing in that connection, making that connection with another, embracing each other and growing each other stronger through our support, through our love. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles says you have reached a place in your life where you have done all you can. That it is time to go forward. That it is time to take that elevated step forward. The sunflowers in front, that is the symbolism of the things that you have accomplished. The wonderful things that you have accomplished in your life, the things that you have learned, the things that you have honed. Maybe it was an ability, a talent, to prepare you for the path going forward. And they're all in full bloom. We're wearing white, so we know that we are looking towards new beginnings, new starts, leaving the old behind us. And we have our arm outstretched. I believe that's a falcon coming in. But ready to take our victory charge. I hear our victory charge. Our I'm going forward kind of thing. To the heavens, to the divine, to the universe, to God, our angels, saying, I'm going this way now. I'm taking a step, a bold move into the unknown. And I know I have to maybe leave some things behind that I do love, that I do cherish, that I kept around me as a safety net, a security blanket for years maybe. And now I throw that cloak away and I step into my new beginnings. Okay, let's get an oracle card. And we have renewal of peace, the 13 energy. I kid you not. I love this deck. I love the way this deck always talks to us. It is so tapped into the energies around us. Whenever I deal with this deck, whatever I'm dealing with, that's what I'm looking at. I got a nice clear picture there. And you may see some things, some faces come out, some animals come out, some symbolism come out. So pay attention to what is there and what is being shown to you, what caught your eye. Renewal of peace, 13. Okay, let's find out. I'll hold that card up for the couple of seconds. I'll read the small little note here they've made on it so that we tune into the energy they meant to put into this card. And it's important to maintain peace with all aspects of your life. Mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. Inner imbalances can often manifest in your daily life if you don't make time to care for yourself. It doesn't matter whether or not your imbalance is a negative one. Being optimistic to a point of believing yourself to be invincible can also lead to challenges. Balance is best achieved through listening to your body. Take time for yourself, allow your inner power to heal, and return to being peace-filled. This will assist you and make you stronger. So, yes, we are unstoppable, but if we start to let our ego lead the way, we'll end up burnt out in no time. It's about being practical in our choices, being practical as we step back and say, okay, what's the next step? Do I have the energy, the time, the resources to take that step? If not, is there a different step I can take while I create the time, the energy, or the resources to do this step? And not trying to push too much onto our plate, to take it one day at a time, to not allow ourselves to burn out, to take care of ourselves. That is a Libra energy, to take care of ourselves. Put ourselves first, because if we're not strong enough, then nothing works. Then nothing works. You can't be there for somebody else. You can't show up and be present. You can't share your talents and abilities when you're feeling down. So, okay, we'll do an animal card. Of course, we'll do a Journey of Love card too, because it is a solar eclipse. And you'll want to bookmark this. You'll want to go back even throughout the years, okay, until this set of eclipses are done. I mean, this is the foundation. This one, the one in April. And really pay attention to what it is trying to tell you. In fact, if you journal, okay, it's just even around the moons and the eclipses, you will see a pattern emerging that you would not see if you did not write it down. Okay, because we experience things and then we forget it because this happened in life and this happened in life, and you know, on and on we go. And if we don't revisit some of those things, we lose them and we don't make the connection as easily. We might have that aha moment, that epiphany, but we couldn't do anything with it. If we didn't write it down, well, it's gone with the wind. But if you wrote it down and paid attention, you know, the last solar eclipse, I put these 5 things in my bucket list. I put these 5 things as a priority in my life. How am I doing that? And now how do I work in these 5 things with this solar eclipse? We have the polar bear, the mystic. Okay. No, we're just not getting it in clear enough that I can read it for you. And it's such a cool picture. Like oh, there we go. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. So know that the challenges make you stronger. Okay, we love that beautiful harmonious energy, but we rarely do anything with it because we can relax. Nothing's stressing us out. No challenges are there. No chaos is happening. We need the chaos. We need the challenges in order to learn, in order to grow, in order to take that next step and the next step and the next step. So have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, to dream, and renew yourself. Okay, Journey of Love card. And if you're listening, check your junk folder in your email, please. Okay. Chances are Anne's here, so. We have, simplicity, the 4 energy. The 4 energy. We had the 4 energy. Now, most of these cards, I'm going to just fan them out here really fast so you can see. Okay, look at all the color in there, okay? This is what we get for our solar eclipse. Simplicity. Okay, and I will hold that up for you to meditate on. Absolutely. I can't do this deck any justice without reading it cover to cover. So, okay, very small poem. Not a big write-up either. So, there's peace for one whose heart is open. Bow to that which is simple. You will find answers in your most complex issues and those questions that seem to defy the possibility of an answer. You will find the solution now through simplicity. Live one day at a time. Have gratitude for whatever you possibly can. Even if you are yet to understand why you should be grateful, because you cannot perceive the gift hiding within your struggles quite yet. Trust in the goodness of life, seeking to serve you into becoming the fullness of all that you are. Yes, beloved, even in your darkest night, the light of love is serving you. The most sophisticated of problems can be resolved through a simple answer: love, trust, have faith, be patient. Wait, and you shall see. Let the simplicity be. This oracle brings you an answer. Everything is going to be all right. Don't add fuel to the fire and look for ways to sort out complicated matters prematurely. Sometimes ingredients need to cook and percolate so that they can become a meal. The circumstances with which you are struggling will right themselves in time. Stay present. Be patient. Pray in your own way. Meditation, time in nature, dance, and literally talk to the divine. When you need to take a clear, simple action, you will feel it. Relax and know it's all going to work out for the best. It's all going to work out for the best. All we have to do is show up and do the work. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.